What's going on with y'all? Give y'all a minute to come into the chat. Come on in, y'all. We got a little bit to talk about over here. Whew, goodness collective. Hey, collective. Give y'all a minute to come into the chat. If this is your first time visiting my channel, welcome. If you're a return visitor, welcome. Make sure you guys subscribe and like, okay? Okay, I'm gonna start at 2:22. Happy birthday, Leos. Happy birthday, Leos. So I'm gonna give y'all a little time to come in. Come on in. Come on out the clouds. Get comfortable. Get comfortable, y'all. Because this one right here is something different. I've been sitting here pondering on this message for a few hours. Like, what is this? What is y'all trying to tell me? I had to literally put my thinking cap on. Like, what's going on? The messages that I've been getting the last few days, like, it's a lot. So yeah, collective. We're gonna start at 2:22. But y'all know how I go. Remember, take what resonate, leave what don't. Don't try to make nothing fit into your space that don't. These are not personal readings. If you guys would like a personal reading, you can check the description box, okay? But I'm gonna shuffle through this message, you guys, off of my download, see if we can tap more into it to see, like, where's this energy coming from? Like, who's involved? What do they want? Like, we're gonna get to it because it's something. It's bigger. You know, don't get distracted. Do not get distracted. You know what you know. It's a whole lot of things going on. Okay, so we passed 2:22. I start the channel one at 2:22, you guys, for balance and choices. So 2 is for balance and choices. Okay. Oh, I don't want to burn myself, y'all. Okay. Remember, take what resonate, leave what don't. Don't try to make nothing fit into your space that don't, collective. These are not personal readings, but if you guys would like any personal readings or coaching, you could check the description box of any of my videos or my community tab. Okay. I lock the doors to any spell work, any beauty spells, financial spells, fertility spells, and all that BS. I unlock the doors to positivity, prosperity, abundance, goodwill, good health, good wealth, good service. Okay, collective, all praises to the Most High and the great message that came before. I ask the divine to guide me in this message, to cut me from the top of my crown to the bottom of my feet as I channel into this message, okay? I welcome you guys. Remember, take what resonate. Do not try to make nothing fit into your space that don't. The things that you can change, you know, walk towards change. The things that you can't, ask for serenity. All right, collective, you are protected here. Okay, so if you consider yourself, this is a chosen, if you consider yourself a chosen one, a favorable one, you know, whatever way, you know, hey, that's you. But you know some of the signs and some of the things that you've been going through, okay? And it may make sense because I feel that a lot of us been getting bits and pieces of the story of what's going on here. So, you know, take notes, the ones that's activated and you know what it is. Take notes. Like this time, like we've been in comparing notes, like receipts, like you should see, like certain things you can't explain. Somebody else may have the other piece of the puzzle. Okay. But a whole lot of meditation, I feel like a whole lot of meditation, that is the key. Because if y'all, you know, it's something happening spiritually and, you know, as above, so below. But Libra, right on when I picked up Libra, balance, okay? Libra has a whole lot to do with justice. Libra has a whole lot to do with bringing things into balance. Okay, so you probably like was a little off balance, like what is really going on? Okay, so the message that I was getting, collective, was we if I know a few spiritual, spiritual readers, certain people from different walks of life come across certain readings or whatever, certain things you may get it, okay? But you guys, if you could think back to when we were all at home, or certain things when your life just kind of took like the message that I got was they put a selected few, all of us, but a selected few when it comes to a certain thing under a certain social science experiment, okay? Social science, and I feel like they went by bloodlines because there's certain people in your bloodline, and especially if you into, like, if you know certain occult knowledge and you a spiritual, you interpret certain spiritual things, so, or you just a true speaker. It's just like you would be surprised who was sitting watching you for certain things. And a whole lot of you guys got into this program based off of the career study that you were in, like working for certain organizations, certain contracts, certain things that you do. A whole lot of y'all, some people knew and some people didn't. Some people was a part of a secret society. Certain people was a part of fraternities and sorority. You got to know if you was on the up and up with this thing. Because it's like, come on now, if you sit back and if you sit back and just see how everybody had a play in it, to benefit off of something. It's some type of mind control. You don't let sit back anybody doing nothing. No, you were mind effing. They was mind effing us in some type of way. So a social science is a science dealing with a particular aspect of a human. So if you got certain gifts and certain things in your bloodline, ancient bloodlines, this what was going on. It was a particular thing that they were looking for. And in my opinion, the message that I'm getting is the God DNA. Because if you getting disconnected with, like, when we were put in a house, that was like, if you think about that, you on punishment, you in a house, you getting separated from nature. Nature is natural. And if this world was going through a rebirth and we were all birthing new ideas, we supposed to have been birthing new ideas, we supposed to have been birthing different relationships and stuff, we didn't get that. That got stolen from us artificially. And I feel like y'all, the ones, if I'm going a little too up, y'all know what it is. Y'all see what I'm talking about. But I feel like us as the chosen ones, children of the Most High, or whatever, mother and father, you get what I'm saying? We were separated. So that's why stuff is a little crazy, because if you separate a mother from her child and things like that, you, Mother Nature, that's your mother. So it was like we were separated or something, but they were doing some type of social experiment. Yeah, it was some type of social experiment, you guys. And it was just like so many people that had their hand in this, down to your career field, wherever career field you work in. Yeah, they were, it was, I'm picking up some type of mind control, facial recognition. Okay. So they were sitting back to see how you was going to react. Are you happy? The things that make you happy. How do you and your family, it was certain things. It was like your life was being marketed. If that makes sense to you guys. Yeah. See how you flow, your emotions. Yeah, for money. And I feel like whatever this experiment is, it didn't go right in some type of way, because people know that they were wrong. And it was all for money. Certain things happened too fast. People were moving too fast. People feel defeated because this was not because people was moving too fast. That's where the defeat came in at. Somebody was moving too fast. It was something more to it. It was more than what, Wait a minute. Hello. Okay. I hope you guys can hear me. Yeah, but it was something going on. It was people was what I'm getting. Canada could have had something to do with something. Yeah, this had a whole lot to do. This was a lot of greed. So it was a whole people that was behind this experiment. So it was some type of governmental, government experiment that can be on the local, a state, federal, whatever way. But that's what was yeah, that's what was going on, collective. And they put a whole. This wasn't a success. This that they was trying to make it seem like they were trying to make some type of change, but no, 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 no. This no. This is no. This was a whole lot of money lost because it wasn't built on the right thing. Okay. So, and it's people in your family, it's people in your job, certain organizations. People got paid, people knew to come up against you. A whole lot of the game stalking and a whole lot of the game stalking and certain things, that's where it came from, was this experiment. Your family, certain people got paid, that's in secret societies, secret organizations and stuff. Some people knew what was going on. A lot of people knew what was going on. A lot of people didn't. I don't know. It's real. Should it be going this slow? Y'all still hear me? I apologize, you guys. Let's see what's going on. But yes, collective, I'm gonna continue with this message. Let me log in so I can make sure y'all can hear me. All right. Yes. Okay, collective. We good. We good. Oh, okay. Here. Let's get back to this message, y'all. I'm trying to make sure it's running the internet like okay. Because certain messages that I get, it's like it go there. But yes, collective, who had you, got your family, this could have been like they were studying bloodlines, they were studying certain things. Hey, they were studying bloodlines. It was like just invading of your privacy, and it was like greed. It was a whole lot of greed in this. And mind manipulation, doing mind control over chosen ones, trying to study your gifts, stealing your gifts, banking off of your gifts, collective. Yes. There was people in your family that was involved in this, friends, communities. Okay, this was like a whole social experiment. Yeah. So it says mood disorder from spell work. Okay, and you guys, the ones that spiritual, they were doing certain experiments, especially to see your gifts. If y'all heard like the religion had a whole lot to do with it, because a whole lot of you guys was labeled witches. They felt like you wasn't you wasn't this person. So a whole lot of y'all was like crucified for certain, because you awakened and you went, you on your spiritual journey or whatever it is. People was hired to stop that, to stop you from going, so far. So spell work was done. Like I tell you guys, beauty spells is real. Okay, I've been into like, just practicing, like seeing certain things. Like when I see, like I know when spell work is involved in something. Okay, just like I know, like I'm that tapped in. Like my gifts is activated, my clairs is activated. I sense certain things. It's like down to smell. You know, like I don't. You know, I know when spell work. Okay, and a whole lot of people. A whole lot of people. Was under a spell collective. We like this is a lot. If you guys are on your spiritual journey, you know what type of attacks you went through. You should literally be able to, you know, call certain things out. And if not, certain people who's hiding, who's holding a certain level of, you know, because everybody on different levels, we see certain things. Okay, mood disorder from spell work. Certain people was in politics. Politics was involved in this. The industry people was involved in this. The education, like governments was involved in this. Your family, you know, based off of some people in your family and some people in your community it is a part of, have taken oaths of secrecy. Okay, and a lot of you guys was, you know, being gang stalked because people knew who you were before you realized who you were. So a lot of you guys that's going through certain awakens, y'all probably was labeled as mental illness. You know, mental disorders and being artistic, but certain things people you just you are, it's how you articulate. They can't really explain you. You know, it's a difference between, it's certain levels of mental of special disabilities. Sometimes it's special because you are special. You know, you think different. You do things different. Some people just don't get you. Just because you were special doesn't mean like, oh, you were disabled to you know, in certain areas of your life. You was to a certain extent because people couldn't get it, so they put some type of label on it. Yeah. And it says mood disorder from spell work. So they could have been studying chosen ones, like especially if you into like spirituality or going through certain awakenings and certain things you talk about. They could have been studying you. Okay, mood disorder from spell work. Somebody could have been someone who supposed to kept you from rising. That was like, so this can be someone you work with in your family. Somebody was assigned to like dim your light, to take your star, to stop your shine. Okay, and they done that through spell work. Okay, it be the closest ones to you, believe it or not. They done it to spell work because people always knew who you was. You just, you know, the whole was to stop you. So it says mood disorder from spell work. So whoever the person was who was doing spell work to take somebody's wealth, because they benefited off of this, trust me. Okay, but whoever this person is, they move too fast and they end up defeating themselves. Okay, it says she loves to make you mad. So it's a dark feminine in your energy that was doing spell work, and I'm seeing conflict spells, a whole lot of illusions, because whatever it is, these group they were doing, the whole thing was to mind manipulate you, to control your mind. And they communicated back and forth with each other on how to do this. It was like MK Ultra mind control, to control a group of people. Because remember, the whole experiment was a social science, a science dealing with a particular human. So it was a certain class or a certain particular, you know, certain people that was under this to see how they would react to certain things. Okay, and people got paid off of this, even down to your products that you wear, like that you use in your home. This how this went. Like the products that you use, the things that you use on a daily. And it was like but it was spell work involved too, because it was mind control. So they was doing a whole lot of illusions with swords. That has a whole lot to do with the mind, talking and illusions, confusions. Okay, so Detroit can be significant spell work. The West Coast. So they can been in two different places and doing certain things. Okay, play date. People sent people into you too to keep whatever this is going, collective. So embrace so healing and love. So you need to meditate more. Like this, and it says these beauty spells was got me. They told me today, like when my guys were giving me downloads, they was like, okay, the divine feminine was under the attack because a whole lot of the witches, low vibrational witches, because you do have certain people that consider themselves as witches, but they don't work like to harm, death spells and turn people will. They like, me, I knew I was approached with certain things like far as herbalism and certain stuff. Some of us has caused certain things because of that, because we stamped on the medicine wheel. Our family our certain things go back to holistics and certain stuff. Some of us are healers. Some of us are come from shamans, and the more you go back, it's like you will learn so much stuff about yourself, especially when you go through the self-love, self-care journey. Certain things get activated. But when you start activating certain things, you become a threat to certain people that was making money off of you not knowing and other people not knowing. Okay, so collective, you were under these. If you were divine feminine or a divine masculine, they were hitting your confidence. The main thing was confidence. If you like me, I never, and I'm not sounding away, y'all, but I just was never like, on my worst day, I just didn't. I don't care. Like I'm not no ego. Like certain stuff. Like you keep yourself up. You keep yourself apart. I was taught to do that as a feminine. You supposed to, self care. You get what I'm saying? You do certain things, but this was like I knew that somebody was doing something because they tried to attack your confidence. That came through body shaming. That came through putting up illusion of what you think you should be. It was stuff like this. So this is years of these people's spell works that's backfiring on them heavenly, and I'm about to point them out to y'all so y'all can just see things for what they are. Okay. Now that you know what it is. And like I have certain I worked in different fields of study, so I know mental illness, okay? I know addictions, and now this spiritual wellness, this spiritual health is a whole nother level. Okay, because you have to really do the work to even be able. You have to go in and heal yourself to be able to guide anybody else. Okay, and it's like you have to have a level of love for yourself, because when you get pushed in doing certain things, you're gonna get targeted because you're gonna be irritating people's demons. So I done sat back, like I told you guys, I'm a work in progress. And I'm learning as I go. I'm growing, and I thank the ones who support me on the up and up, and the ones that be like, oh, she today. You get what I'm saying? And I try to explain to you guys that I am I'm like detoxing from people hitting me with spell work. Because I was always just that person. Didn't think people. I knew about certain things, but I never knew like people really was doing it. I'm like, nah. Until you start just getting attacked and you just start seeing things for what it truly are. And people sit in the background, see people that sat in the background and watched y'all for years, especially on your spiritual journey. Those of y'all that do these readings and stuff, you opening up, it's people in different countries that come, and I know y'all got those certain. That's why I kind of pull back from social media, because people hop in, they were like, oh, hi, I see this, God told me this. They try to work their way in your energy from different places through giving you a reading, asking you to donate to help some children from, hunger or something like this. But these spiritualists that's be trying to find their way into your into your spiritual inheritance and certain things like that. And not only spiritual, on the physical too, because as above so below, you will see how it flow. But what I was getting, it was a whole mind control thing to keep the divine feminine and not to vibrate on the divine feminine level. Like, okay, the messages that I was getting, divine masculine's frequency, a divine masculine frequency, far as the chakras clearing your body. We are electric beings to a certain extent. That's what I'm saying. this is what I'm getting, you guys. Y'all flow with me. But divine masculines, frequency is 144 point something. Okay. Divine feminines is like, and that goes back to the 144. Y'all do the math. The ones that know my Geek Squad, y'all know. But what I was getting, because I wrote this down too, divine masculines supposed to vibrate like at 144, if that makes sense. So that goes back to 144, chosen ones. And I feel like it's 144 chosen propheties and seers, that, you know what I'm saying? I feel like that's where that number come from. Only 144,000 chosen ones able to see is the real light. Can see, y'all know, like whatever which way. That's what I got. It was like 144 because it's frost prophets. It's gonna be frost prophets, and it's 144,000 real ones. So I just see like that number. Y'all could be seeing 144, and it could be like 144 in one city. Like something like that. Y'all just roll with it. But the frequency, so they do certain things to keep the feminine frequency, because like if you reading through numbers, like numerology and certain things, numbers is very powerful. So when I looked at, like, because I had to go through sound meditation, because certain music I just couldn't. The more I awakened, the more I could not listen to certain music, y'all. I'm not even gonna hold you up. It was hurting my ears. And I feel like that was a way to block certain chosen ones off from getting their divine messages. They were trying to disconnect you from that God source, okay? Because the whole thing, the experiment is you hold God DNA. Like literally, some of you guys have royal ancient blood that they were trying to study and benefit off of. But they used the weak ones, like that they like, and it was something with I don't know who believe in the cloning, but I feel like the cloning is just, people do try to steal your image, try to be like you. You be like, why is everybody why is everybody doing this? Why is people copying me? Because they trying to drain out your essence so they can walk around in it. Okay? This is what I'm getting. And it was so many spell works. It was so much spell work. Like in the through the pandemic or whatever, I feel that on the spiritual, coming from a spiritual interpretation, whatever way that it was interpreted by man, that's man. But on a spiritual level, a spiritual interpretation, what I was getting, that was a shut up spell. Okay? All in one. That was everybody walking around here. You know what I'm saying? That was a shut up spell. Whatever was done in secret. But the seers, the one after a while, you knew certain things didn't fit, certain things didn't sit well in your spirit. It was cool for a minute, but you like, wait, hold up. I feel like y'all taking a joke. Y'all taking people's life as a joke. I feel like this group is playing, this group is taking it serious. People had their different motives. So I feel like this is what is really going on. This was a big ass backfire collective. And whoever the head practitioner is in these cults that they done got guidance from, him or her is not even going to be able to practice. Because they getting stripped away. Because the real queen consuls and certain things, the ones that can see things on different levels, on higher levels of understanding and certain things like that, you can see things differently. You see it. You see that was a shut up spell. Okay? And I told you I went through a minute where I cannot listen to certain music. And I went through where I just listened to the beats. Okay? So for a minute, I couldn't listen to music because I feel like someone was trying to mind control me through frequency. Like some type of energy weapons was being used. Okay? Some type of artificial intelligence. Like you could make it, the whole thing was it was some type of confinement spell, to keep you confined. But like that, they messed up because some of y'all go into hermit mode naturally by choice. It did the opposite of what they were planning. It activated you more. It did the opposite of what they were trying to do. It did the opposite, really. If they were trying to keep you asleep and keep you in the unknown, like, it did the opposite. Okay. So the mind control came in through the mind manipulation came in, and the whole thing. Okay, if the masculine was on 144 hertz, 144 frequency, masculine energy vibrates at 100 vibration. Okay, so if the masculine energy, and the ones that know, like I said, I don't know everything. This is just the messages that I was getting. If masculine supposed to be at 144 frequency, that's why masculine has to be balanced between his feminine and masculine energy to stay on a high vibration, because you're supposed to be at 144 frequency. Say, for instance, if you turn into like you and you can channel in at this 144 frequency, if that makes sense. So I feel that they would, when 5G and all of these towers and all of this artificial intelligence and stuff, it lowered the feminine frequency. The feminine frequency didn't meet 144. I want to say feminine frequency. Let's see, you guys, because I want to make sure I'm saying, like, I wrote it down. But the whole thing is, it was just a battle to keep that divine feminine frequency at its lowest. Okay, so if divine feminine frequency is 142 or 140 something, they did certain things to keep divine feminine's vibration very low. And what's the best way to do that? Degrade her with the music, through sound. You get what I'm saying? Playing with your emotions, telling you how to feel artificially. That's not you. That's not you. That's the thing. Like, you have to detox the things that you're watching, the things that you're listening to. Because if you don't, it's very crucial. If you're going to be on this spiritual path, that's very crucial, because some of y'all are taking advice from low vibrational beings that didn't even make it to the frequency, to a higher frequency. So you thinking you're speaking to your higher self, your guides of a higher realm, and you're not. You're listening to a low vibrational being, certain things. That's why the whole industry is taking a fall, because artificial intelligence is going to be, y'all artists is not even going to be what you're listening to. You're going to be listening to an artificial person. So that was the whole thing. The feminine frequency had to be low, and they lowered the feminine frequency through degrading music and certain things. That feminine frequency can never level up. They wanted that feminine frequency to stay on 808 hertz or whatever the heck they got going on. If y'all know how the sound has a whole lot to do with your chakra system. Because you don't even be sad, but if you hear a sad song, that mess with your mood. You're not even angry. If y'all go back to it, well, in my days, if you go back to your younger days when you used to go to parties, that you seen, like, a real DJ know how to control the crowd. And you just look at this world like that, because everybody is dancing to their own beat. Everybody is dancing to their own rhythm. Everybody is on a different vibration. Okay, if masculine frequency supposed to be 144 something, they're going to do certain things to keep that frequency low, because they don't want the masculine to be in that frequency. So that comes with lowering your vibration in any way. That's why you must go in to figure things out. That's what I'm getting. So sound healing, that's not talking about you. You don't have to look at all men as they da-da-da-da-da. That's what you're hearing. That's not reality. That's one person feeling, and that may not even be they feeling, because some of them didn't even write what they saying. It goes very deep. But to undeveloped minds, you see how you can get control? You see how you can take control of a group of people, and certain, like you got a choice of what you listen to, you got a choice of what you eat, you got a choice. You know, some people sit there and then it's like the strolling. At this point, like I said, you guys, the new year, which my new year is my birthday, y'all. Happy birthday, Leos. Give me a week or so. But the new year, you got whoever new year, y'all know, well, really our spiritual ones is in the spring and stuff like that. But their new year, January. Okay, that's what I'm saying. But January, you guys, it's like go into this season, like get everything that you need. Okay, as far as financially, get on track, get things in order, make it make sense, put things in place, watch who you trading with, watch who you doing business with, watch what offers you take, because these people is getting desperate, and they gonna get in this sacrificial energy. Okay, they get in this sacrifice energy. No, you get everything that you need, because it's just the same thing. They come in and get you at a vulnerable moment and do certain things. This was the experiment, Colette. Okay, this is what I'm saying. So go back and I'll let y'all do that. Y'all tap more into it, but it is feminine energy vibrates on a certain frequency and masculine energy vibrates on a certain frequency. And what I'm getting is music has a whole lot to do with that. So sound healing, sound meditation. So I pull back. I like to write. I like poetry. I like to write. So sound meditation. You have to go in and hear and heal that, because some of y'all going through your Kundalini awakening, and your chakras is all out of whack because y'all this music. That's why they switch, and we were just talking about that today, and I didn't know that. So you find out new things every day, but it kind of makes sense. But I was looking at it on the book level for when we went through the lockdown, like the libraries and stuff. Like what's really contagious in a book? Like, you get what I'm saying? What you catching when you open the book? They had certain guidelines when we went in the library. Like, what did you catching opening in the book? It was just like the guidelines to this, it was like disrespect in your face. Okay, so what I seen through the whole thing that's breaking, a whole lot of these spells came from the West Coast, okay, from the South, certain places, and the divine feminine got hit with beauty spells to devalue her. You get what I'm saying? The masculine, they played with masculines, like everybody got played with, like stim extra being overstimulated. You know? So what I'm saying here is the frequency, they blew out people frequency, crown chakra and certain things, over sexual, that has a whole lot to do, you know. And if you letting children and certain people hear that, you gotta somebody gotta call an ending to certain things, and it has to for real. And no shade to nobody. You like what you like. I'm not here to tell you who to listen to, but not like that. But I'm saying who your favorite artist is or nothing. That's just, but you gotta look at that, because all of this stuff is kind of going into one, whatever this program, you were attacked through sound. Your vision was attacked. So people was seeing they self. If you seen her on the phone, and then the strolling, that's another thing. They changed things in the back end based off, because a whole lot of it was social distance. So social media, because if us being social, that's why we call it to go back outside, and y'all go and mingle, go back outside, go now too. When you go into these beaches, go in the water. People, we be more at the beaches. Everybody had a phone trying to get, you supposed to be swimming. You supposed to be connecting with the water. People going just to take a selfie, stuff like that. You're out of touch with real reality. They done put your mind in some type of stimulation virtually through sound, through vision, and stuff like that. Even through taste and smell, because the food isn't even real. You don't even realize that you're not even eating real food. Our native tongue is off. We're not even eating our indigenous seeds, our fruits and vegetables and stuff. That even been tampered with. This experiment, baby. Oh, they did a do on especially the collective, because they know the better, the healthier you are, the more messages you're gonna get. And they did anything to block to block your third eye. Yeah, that was it. It was like you didn't even see what was going on, how these people was sitting playing in our face doing an experiment. Different agencies, different entities. Okay? And was another one that I got. And it was a lot of these industry plants, a lot of these celebrities. It says that program was a spell. It was a spell. So it was a certain program that was putting spells on people. A group of warlocks and witches worked for certain programs and certain organizations that came up with whatever this experiment was, 11:11 on the clock. Okay, because I ain't say that for a minute. I ain't say that for nothing. I was trying to say that program was a scam. So this whole thing was illegally like a scam. Okay, collective. Okay, so this was like, yeah. It was a social science experiment, and they were looking at particular bloodlines because they were studying your bloodline, like your genetics, your the things you like, the things from these people, from this place, from that place. They were doing. This was a whole experiment. Yeah, they were doing certain experiments on you guys, and it says when you're up, they feel down. So when you in a high vibration and you vibing to masculine, y'all on 144 frequency, good vibes or whatever you doing, they find certain things to knock you off of that. And then the feminine, they don't even what the feminine frequency is one something, I don't know exactly, but they don't even want the feminine to even reach that. That's why they switched. Like if y'all can think where we made the switch, like from CDs to records and stuff like that, that was the whole thing, to get it digital. Because if you get it digital, that's why I was thinking about the books. When I was like, y'all trying to digitalize all the books. I get that to a certain extent. But you got to be careful with that, because that means people can put in what they want. Put in what they want and take out what they want. And then a whole lot of people is selling their publishing and certain stuff. You got to look at the hurts and the certain stuff that's behind this music. That's messing with your chakra systems. Them don't even really be your emotions and stuff like that. That music industry, government, everybody, no. That's why you got to know how to cleanse your energy. And that was a shut up spell. And then the feminine, yeah, it's more easy to control you digitally, yeah, because it makes sense, because you can control the frequency. You're not thinking about your favorite song. You don't know what hurt that really is, and you like, I ain't even feeling that way. That vibration is messing with your chakras. It's messing with your chakras. And then the beauty spells, it be spells in the music. Believe it or not, it's world witches, certain witches that work in the industry. Okay? Certain people as handlers in different industries. Not only in the music industry. It's certain people that's in secret stuff that's in different industries. In different fields of studies. This is what I'm telling you guys. So they were trying to stick, and this is where it's about to get deep, okay? And like I said, I gotta say what I'm saying. But this is where it got deep. This is where the spell work really start hitting. Mind control. And agents in industry plants. They use these artists and stuff to put spells on you guys in their lyrics of their songs, okay? To put you guys deeper in an illusion for their agenda. So you got propaganda, you got illusions, you got mixed with spell works, mixed with addictions, mixed with an overstimulated society. You know what I'm saying? Okay, everybody is dancing to their own beat. So y'all flow with me. So they were trying to hook certain trauma to the feminine's womb. Okay? So to make her feel lesser than. So what's the best way to do that? To tell her, oh, you ain't good enough. You know, projection through music. All right. So that was the anything to lower the feminine frequency. That's why I'm standing on self-love, self-care, self-development. Okay. Because I feel like you have to have a level of self-love and a level of self-care for yourself to see through this. Like, it's crucial. Because the mind control, like I say, I'm getting over spell work and mind control. People trying to manipulate certain things to turn in their favor. Like, I just sat back like, I see you. You know, I see certain things. I read through certain things. I knew that this was some type of experiment. People was getting paid and in the back end. People got paid to watch you. And then they were doing spell work. And you wondering if so many people watching you, you can feel like all eyes on me. You can feel when all eyes on you. You know, you got to know how to handle it. Like if you got a platform, it's different. But you know when people is projecting certain energy onto you to get a certain reaction out of you too. And this what this was. They was wanted to control the narrative. So divine feminine. Let's go back to the beauty rituals. No shade, and y'all know I love y'all all, but make sure you're doing certain things for yourself because you following their curses. The plastic surgery, that's a curse. That's something that was an agenda. And everybody, like, you started to do more research. You thought 12/12 on the clock. You started to do more research. A whole lot of these girls that was going in to do something to build their confidence, they coming out with low self-esteem because they did it off a trend. And that was a trend. You know, that was a trend. That was a part of the mind control agenda. Controlling of the mind of the feminine energy, but you don't feel like you're beautiful enough. You know, a whole lot of y'all was looking at illusions. Some of y'all was sitting up there comparing yourself as a feminine to men. A lot of these people that you're looking at are not women. They are men. They are transgender women. But some people were so under so much mind control that you couldn't even see that. They are really, that's why you got more, certain things have more, they're pushing certain agendas have more protection than you as an original woman or original man. What is that? You sitting up here, you sitting up here ciphering energy, someone thinking you are of a certain sex and kind of found out you are not even of that sex. So just say, for instance, it's a certain woman or something, and you thinking that's a woman, and it's really a man, and it's really men that's giving that woman, that transgender or whatever, their energy. This just shows you how they wanted you. You made in the image of God, and a whole lot of y'all be wanting people to recognize y'all, and they don't even recognize God. So what makes you think that these is the same people that you should be asking approval for to give you some type of recognition? The whole lot of people that's under this stuff, these celebrities, certain people, they ask certain people for recognition. You ask the wrong people to recognize you. You should be able to recognize you. These people don't recognize God. That's why they sit there and study you and come out with these crazy ass experiments, because they don't have that God DNA. You do. And then you go and ask the same people something. They studying you. So that's why you should know yourself. Yeah. And they done really played on y'all. Like a lot of the artists that they were all a part of the agenda. Like the whole thing, like I started to break down all of the, I know I can tell y'all who, like I'm starting to, the more I sit back, I see the death rituals, I see the sacrifices, who was sacrificed, what they were sacrificed for. A whole lot of people was coming down on America is going through a fall. Okay? Because if you can see, like you tell somebody, like somebody watching certain people so much and your house is on fire, that's that type of thing. You can be, and people, that's you too collective, because it's people that was assigned to you that was watching you so much that they forgot who they was, because they were so comfortable in your energy. That's why a lot of people fall into. Whoever was a part of this experiment, this gang stalking, mocking, whatever that they were doing, whoever was a part of this. And it goes very deep. It goes back to music and certain things like that. When you feel up, they feel down. It's more like a power thing collective. And then I'm seeing beauty spells. Now, and sending STDs, sexually transmitted demons. And I'm going to tell y'all how they did that. So if you guys from Texas, y'all see that it was like an outbreak on sexually transmitted diseases in Texas, okay? We get that. But look at the ritual in that. Everybody was around here, everybody on a professional level, and no disrespect to nobody, because I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know people. I only can read the energy that I'm seeing, okay? And I'm only going to say what my guys is telling me to say. So anybody got a problem? Hey, take what resonates and leave it out. But a whole lot of these feminine artists, you started to see you don't have to even have talent to make it in the industry, because it was an agenda. So they want to force you 1313. They want to force you 1313. So they want to force you to vote for somebody and do all of this. All of this was a part of the agenda to continue to take your power, to continue to govern your mental, to continue with this mind control, to tell you what to think, to tell you how to feel, tell you what to go for and what not to go for. As a people, as a whole, this experiment, see what level you are on. A spiritual test as far as the Most High, and you, like, do you feel, do you have a consciousness? Is that mothering energy? Is that real divine feminine? Do you feel, if a child isn't yours, do you still feel, would you still protect that child? You know, we were getting tested in different ways through this experiment. You was getting tested by God to create a testimony, and you was getting tested by these fools for greed and power. So you had to pick a side. A whole lot of people chose the wrong side, okay? And this is a big backfire. And I'm about to tell y'all some more of the spells that I seen. Witchcraft, these witches, whoever these practitioners that they were getting to control the masses, to control certain things. A lot of these people is dead and gone. Y'all not even looking at them anymore. Okay? It's a whole lot of these people took oaths to this. And I feel that it was a whole lot of things to break the family, break the masculine, break the divine feminine. Divine feminine got hit with self-confidence. So you need to build your confidence. And the way that they done is they sat there and they was doing shut-up spells on y'all. They said they heard they was doing beauty spells. How many people was wearing no mask and then your face got to breaking out? Okay? And then the music. A whole lot of y'all stood behind this music that lowered to the divine feminine too. Because y'all had people in high supposed to be professional that was pushing this agenda. Now, to all my Sexy Red fans, that was a big agenda. That was a health safety. That shows you how people would endorse bullshit. They want to endorse the problem and the solution. You got to look at that. I just seen that today, and I said, boom, another message. I'm like, they just was throwing them at me. Like, I was just sitting here like, wow, was it? The education system failed. A lot of people fell through these people agendas. You look at, you just know Sexy Red was put there. She's going to take the fall, but she didn't start it. A lot of them started it. A whole lot of them is falling because of the sexually transmitted demons that they shared amongst each other and other people. And it came out through their music. It came out through their actions. It came out through the things that they chose to support, the things that they wanted to put you in mind control to support. Now the divine feminine, mother, ancestors, we all ain't perfect, but we know when something is not right. We know when somebody is trying to attack our children, like the mental. The same ones that y'all letting govern y'all mental is not, it's like Scooby-Doo. The mask is falling off. Or who are you? Mr. Rogers, and stuff like that. You starting to see who is who. Because sit back and think about this, you guys. This how I'm telling y'all them beauty spells don't come on my channel with it, because I'm gonna call that shit out. Y'all done curse me in your music. People they try to take your energy, take your whole essence. No, like I said, I'm a protect man. I know the days I'm good. I know when they're all hands, okay? And I know when to get in front of the screen. Because it is what it is. I know how they work. You got a whole lot of people that wasn't even had the right to even practice certain things. They sent it on TikTok. They sent it on Instagram. Y'all was getting hit with little switches. I call them switches because they need their ass whooped. Okay? A whole lot of y'all's divine ones was getting hit with the ones that was curious. Like curiosity kills the cat. These masculine, certain karmic masculine was taking advantage of these younger feminine energies that was certain divine. They not coming at as so much as divine because of the spell work that they chose to put their hands in. Okay? With the beauty spells. And a whole lot of people need a what? Because a whole lot of mind games, they was taking advantage of the urban community, less fortunate, what they think. You get what I'm saying? You just don't endorse anything. Or you just don't co-sign anybody. You just don't, you know. And that's what these people did. And that's when you started to see the spells and certain things breaking. So when you see Sexy Red, that was to lower the feminine's energy. Do you know how many children was listening to that? And then you look at the health and safety out here, that's a part of y'all music, but don't nobody want to take accountability of that. It's the hertz, the vibration that's in the music. The producers, they know how to set that on what they set that on. If you go, they know that. These children and certain stuff. And then you see the beauty spells. You see them trying to attach sexually transmitted demons. They want you to have STDs. The sicker you are, the more they get paid. Some of these people is supporting the problem and the solution, and you can't. So when you look at Sexy Red, whoever the people is that supported her, naming her lip gloss line gonorrhea, chlamydia, that's not right. That was a beauty spell. That was somebody sending you literally sexually transmitted demons. Anybody who would even, who bought it? And that shows you everything that smell good ain't good. Because people can be dressed up in the finest things and be suffering. So I'm just going to try to keep it on the educational level. I get out of her what she was saying. But you got to look at, that's not normal. Like sex, the lip gloss called gonorrhea. So I don't have to have no type of virtue or have no type of divinity like teaching the young girls. No, you can just be a slut and you wear the lip gloss to say it. Come on, no. But y'all have professional women telling y'all if they throw a certain artist and a certain person in front of y'all children's face, in front of y'all face, y'all will go for anything. That was a test to see what level of overstanding you can handle. Because I don't care how rich you are, how poor you are, as a feminine energy, I don't have a daughter, but I got nieces and I love all children. I will not never. You got your little daughter, little pink vanity. You let me know if she got chlamydia or gonorrhea lip gloss on her little vanity. But this is how they think about y'all. And I'm not seeing her like I'm perfect, because I'm not. But I listen. Can't nobody tell. I know who I'm listening to. Ain't none of that. I know who I'm hearing. I'm not going piggybacking off of nobody's weight, but none of that. No, spiritual laws has been broken. All the signs are there. Like, come on. As a mother, I will never buy nobody's child no lip gloss called gonorrhea, chlamydia. So coming from the medical field and just being a woman and somebody with some damn common sense, who endorsed that? If that wasn't an agenda, what was it? Bust it. You ain't nothing good but a bust down. That's how they look at our feminists. Y'all ain't good for nothing but a bust down. Because if a president or anybody of any higher standards telling you to support some shit like that, ski it. No, I know alpha, ski it. Okay, we get that. But what? Y'all saying ski on your lips? Nut on your mouth? This girl named her lip gloss line. This is so if you sent your child to a HSBCU, whatever, to be a better woman, to be educated, to be in a higher class of education and a financial stand, please make it make sense to me, baby. I don't have 1 million degrees. Education system did not define me. A whole lot of things that I done taught myself was thought. I done seen people that's in fake ass sisterhoods that bully people. People sit up here and turn their cheeks to shit that they know that's not right. And I'm speaking just off the strength of, and I'm not trying to be nothing that I'm not. I know where I reside. I know the color of my skin. I know my culture. I'm very diverse. But if whoever was at that meeting to okay something like that, and you want to tell people, oh, you want to, this is how these people play, because you want to support certain things and say, we all are that. You can't speak for me. Well, if we all have to be bundled up in that, I'm not that. Because I'm conscious enough and I can govern my mind enough to know that is an agenda behind that. Because if that was her idea, whoever stamping her and supporting her as a woman or as a man should have said, babe, let's think of some more names. Me coming from business, let's think of some more names. Because do we even want to put you out like that? And do she have a child or something? See, these billionaires go and sit and tell y'all to support y'all death and destruction. And then y'all will go against the ones that's trying to help y'all that know certain things. And y'all will take the sides of other people. That's why all folks ain't skin folks. But that was a prime example. That was a beauty spell. They was going to support it because it's a part of the agenda to lower the divine feminine. So yeah, that's why they co-signed that. When all the other actresses, Aaliyah came out. Aaliyah, who endorsed her? Mac. That shows you. So they telling you to go, you ain't nothing but a hoe that can't keep your legs closed. And you wear nut on your lip. Y'all got gonorrhea. Like, come on, just how much do you see that? Like, really? And I don't even have a little girl, but my niece, like, please make that make sense. And this is what y'all sitting up here and y'all worry, y'all are rape cases and shit is above and beyond because it's over sexual. The ones that supposed to be making That supposed to be making professional decisions, having some type of nurturing energy to themselves. They sold y'all off. You can't do nothing but twerk. You twerk your way up. It's not working your way up no more. Righteously, it's twerking your way up. Money, literally. They twerking their way. No, baby. That's why we all looking over here vulnerable. And everybody just looking to see when they gonna strike. Because if y'all don't even see the attack of the things that's going on in your own home, how you keep on looking outside trying to govern somebody else's? This is what I'm saying. So if anybody can sit back and don't see the dysfunction, to each his own. Stay out of my way, because we are not the same. If y'all don't wake up and see what's really going on, it's over, y'all. Because that right there, I see spell work. I see the sacrifices. I see the manipulation. I see these people put the most degrading smear campaign on me, and I still just was like, oh wow, really? But if I wasn't comfortable with who I am, I would have jumped off the Belle Isle River. But I'm too strong for that. I'm too strong for that. Then nobody stand up. Certain people had your back, but certain people was a part of trying to make you fall. When I started asking questions, that's when I became a problem. But long as I was being quiet, let anything slide, everybody. But when you start a dangerous person that don't ask shit, that's a dangerous person. A person that asks questions and they make them dangerous, so be it. Because you just don't sit there. They let that action, so many times I was trying to contract with certain schools and stuff. It's so many things you got to go through. But you sit up here, you want these younger people, y'all want, they schools is set up like prisons. Y'all want these girls to have respect for their elders, but y'all elders sitting up there giving a go on gonorrhea lip gloss and not being comfortable with their body. Like, for real, it's going to be a little too late. Y'all sitting up here idolizing and running behind the wrong people. And they sit up here doing spells on you right in your face, sending you sexually transmitted demons. Anybody know anybody that ever bought it? Please let me know. You wear that on your mouth? So you're a walking disease. That's where they can take this. That's where they taking this contagious and y'all contagious, y'all corona. It's like you gotta stop letting people play in your face, collective. Because once you let them keep going, they just keep doing it. You're not taking some of this the way that our people. You're not taking some of this stuff in other countries. They have some type of moral code. Not saying that you gotta, you get what I'm saying? Because every religion and certain things, everybody got their own, people got their own stuff going on in their own family. But if people don't hear the cries, and some of us hear the cries, and we telling people, but we get drugged and everything. And then they come out with, I want to apologize. Yeah, the side effects from such and such and such. But the ones that seen through it, people dragged us. We trying to tell, hey, your house on fire. Your house on fire. Trying to warn people, and people make you the problem. That's why a whole lot of us is pulling back, because they couldn't mind control us. We see it for what it is. We see it for what it is. We seen what y'all was doing. We seen it. Y'all all got money to keep the divine feminine down. She's only recognized as being a prostitute, a hoe. But you cannot put that label on every feminine. You cannot. I don't care how hood they are, whatever it is, you cannot. Because it's people that stay in certain stuff that don't mean they that's them. Everybody is not out here acting a fool. Some of us know how to govern ourselves accordingly. And if anybody can sit back and stand behind that, you got to really sit back and think about, what are you really supporting? What are you really pushing? I said it once before. A lot of people was in my energy far as celebrities. And I say, like, you're going to keep playing with me and you're going to get burned because you cannot stop me. I know. Down to the big ones. I can repeat the spell that you did. You don't think that you can sit here and do a spell on a person to try to destiny swipe, to try to walk around in their energy, in their divine energy, build off of it, and think you're going to walk out scot-free? No. And you thought that you was going to give a divine being up to a lower vibrational entity, and it's not going to happen. Because every spell that I see that y'all keep on doing, I'm going to call that shit out. So that beauty spell, wherever it came from, West Coast spells, South spells, Detroit spells, Canada spells. Y'all sitting up here cursing people in y'all music. And there's certain things you choose to either, look, it's either you're gonna be the problem, you know what I'm saying, or the solution. People chose their sides collectively. I don't know how nobody else run their household, but for people to support certain things is disrespect. You know, and you can't force nobody's hand to vote for something and people, everybody just spitting in your face. Like, please, at this point in time, govern yourself accordingly. Because it's like, you know, everybody is in it for themselves. It's scams. It's secret science experiments. So we just guinea pigs here, collective. You know, people was trying to attach themselves to you sexually by saying that they slept with you. Somebody lied and said they had sex with you. So these people was literally trying to send you sexually transmitted demons in anywhere that they can, even down to the point of patenting some gonorrhea, chlamydia, nut lip gloss. Please make it make sense. Okay, and look what I put. Black lips burnt out. Okay. These are the energies that how they look at, they only looking at the feminine. So feminine, y'all have to raise your vibrations, collective. That's what I'm saying. Because they feel, and just because y'all, these ones, it's like a bloodline war. They don't respect you, but they take everything from you. All of these rituals is backfiring, just like over like the Indian hair. The ones, like I said, I'm pushing away from it, y'all. I've been stopped out of perms. That's why I feel like I be tapped in and certain, because I haven't had perms in years. But you go back to the Indian hair. That's why a whole lot of our feminine energies is running around here crazy too, because they sacrificed their problems and they sent them over here to you. That is a whole ritual. When they sacrifice the bundles, that virgin hair that y'all use, that's a whole ritual in India. They sacrifice their hair to, you know, all their problems. They sacrifice their problems and you buy them. And on the spiritual, that's why a whole lot of y'all don't love yourself enough. That's where you get attacked. The mind. That's why a whole lot of people is running around here crazy. Yeah. And if y'all do the history on the hair industry, that's the rituals. That's $1 billion industry. The hair and beauty industry mixed with the medical industry, a whole lot of the aesthetics that you guys get, it causes problems. Alopecia because of the wigs and stuff. So you have to love yourself to a certain extent to even get through this, y'all. And I'm not trying to sound no weight. Do y'all see how many, the agenda that they pushing with the cosmetic surgery? Just get up, like I've been working, like trying to, you know, just do what you can, because you don't want to curse yourself. Sometimes the shortcuts, these setups to get you effed up. And it's big business for these people. If y'all following certain artists, y'all just said, like Cardi B just said, oh, I'd rather die on a surgery table than to look like you. Do you know she just adopted that ritual? Look at how many people died on the surgery table to look like you, literally, though. Wordplay. And you gonna go and do certain things. She said, I'd rather die on the surgery table than to look like you. And that hit different because it had me thinking about the sacrifices in the industry. Who died on the table? Kanye mother died on the table. Who's the face of the botched surgeries? The Kardashians. If they were trying to be it or not, they gotta hold that responsibility to that. That was a ritual. That woman was sacrificed. What to the practitioners, as far as cosmetics. That's still self-love, self-care. That's still a beauty ritual. And then you look at it. What's his name? What is his name? The Wildin' Out. That other woman, she died. What, doing a mommy makeover, a tummy? Yeah, that's a ritual. Y'all should be able to see these rituals. That's a beauty ritual, death spell. You have to love yourself. The whole sex cults is going down. A whole lot of these diseases came from the private parties, Diddy Bop parties. Cause shit, how they put more and stuff out, like really, what was going on? And certain people in these industries, they have secret connections. So they have done a whole lot of sacrifices. You looking up to them and they know your bloodlines and they taking from you. You are the real star. When you recognize it, some of them is awakening to what it's about. But it's really going there. You know, to the point where you don't have no moral code to say, no, I think that's a little too much. You should be telling, putting lip gloss. We grown as adult women, we wear lip gloss. But a lot of your streams came from young children. And that goes into y'all supporting pedophiles, Balenciaga and stuff like that. That goes back to everything that's everything that shine, everything that glitter, everything that's sweet ain't good for you. Just because it look good, sometimes that's how they build it, to look good, and it can be rotten in the inside. But that's what I'm saying, collective. As a chosen one, y'all were under some type of mind control. Okay? And people wanted to harness your powers for their agendas. Some of your family fell into it, some of your co-workers, some people fell into it and some didn't. But like I said, stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Watch who you having sex with. Watch who you connecting with, because it's really looking sad. And the ones us that can see, we can see. And it's a feminine energy, masculine, they connecting to you. Feminines, they connecting to you. Watch the cycles of people trying to reconnect and do certain things, because some people just they holding on to their life. They trying to hold on to their light. You the light. They trying to hold on in any way that they can. Whatever this was, and it's closest to you. Certain people that got paid to be a part of it in your family and in different organizations, and you could have been a part of it just by the career field that you in. But people in your family knew what was up, because some of them is in secret society. They done took oaths. Okay? Yeah, purple aura, healing, good vibe tribe. Yeah, you awaken to what it is. Impressive, made a mark on their heart. Yeah. See, the thing was, people was paid to break you. People was paid to make it seem like you were the problem, to put you under secret studies and stuff. And they made money off of it, seeing certain things, just sitting back. Yeah. Didn't I say, y'all remember The Purge? The program, they paid everybody $1,000 in the community, certain shit. They put this shit in y'all face. And that's what that was. Bird Box, The Purge. Yeah, it's all these experiments. Dance team. Yeah, dance. Make sure you balance your sacral energy, your root chakra, And stay grounded. Like, you guys, I be completing. Like, I've been studying so much. I study on the side of medicine, and I study on the side of holistics. And I'm more comfortable on the holistic wellness side, but in the business of the medical health field, well, on the side of health and on the side of wellness and holistic. But the health, I'm in it. I know because I'm a giver. I have a caregiver business, nursing and stuff like that. So you get to see certain things, collective, and you start to see the energies. Like, if any of you guys ever worked in hospice, like hospice care, you see, like, you have to have a spiritual eye. Everybody don't accept certain stuff, but when you in certain stuff, you see certain things for what they truly are. You have to look at life in a different way. And yeah, you see, watched you in secret. You guys, my mind just went, what? But yeah, these people were watching you in secret, collective, because of your gifts. Okay? And I'm getting some of you guys, like my North Node, my birth chart, a whole lot of them been having you in these experiments since you were younger, because the only times that really matter in your life, far as like birth certificate stuff, is your birth certificate, the time of birth and the time of death. Okay, a whole lot of these people knew your time of birth, so they knew your birth chart. That's why you have to stay balanced to be able to control your own. You stay grounded in each season. They knew your birth chart, because they try to tell you, oh, numerology and horoscopes, y'all stay away from it. But what do they really build off of you? What time were you born? You know what I'm saying? Your birthday and stuff like that. And then when you in the hospital, what they do back in the day, they used to get a stamp of your foot, right? They get a stamp of the baby foot and the baby palm, right? Do you know why? Like, everybody, and that's how I know I had to really, I've been doing this, like, I've been studying certain things for years, and like, I go off of my downloads. I got books and stuff, but a whole lot of the information that I got came from source, pure, naturally. And then when I get it, then when I go and research it down here, I'll be like, oh, wow, makes sense. So when you go up some of y'all been under certain things since birth. Some of y'all been under, some of y'all been under certain things since birth. And when you look at, like, they got a stamp of your foot, and they got a stamp of your hand. See, when people go into, that's why you got to be careful with what spiritual teachings you get in and how far people is on that spiritual journey, because some people ain't balanced to even, certain things you have to learn on your own on the spiritual journey. People can teach you, people can assist you, they can coach you, but you're going through the experience. You got to be careful who you let assist you, because a whole lot of people, they mixed up, because a lot of people they only focusing on the root, but it's way deeper than that. Arm, leg, arm, head. You know what I'm saying? You got chakras in the back of your head. You got chakras on the bottom of your feet. And that's the important chakra that people go by. And that's the one that I focus gears on, is the foot chakra. The foot chakra has a whole lot to do with your walk, how you grounded to earth. A lot of people ain't grounded. They can't stand on their square. That foot chakra is closed. And some of these cultures know that. The more you don't have a self-care, self-love, something about yourself, the more other people can take your power. When I went through my awakening, my hair, I stopped perms. Okay, I stopped wearing a certain weave, like that Indian hair, because I used to be a bundle queen. Okay, I started wearing that because I started to look at but I came into it on the business side. That's why I knew for years. I literally was trying to go to the temples to get the connect. Like, that's when it first started. People was really trying to, like, you didn't have certain access that you have now. But that is these people's sacrifice, and they selling you their problems. You got to look at these rituals, and you got to embrace something for yourself, because if you don't, you're going to be on the chopping block. That's what I'm seeing here, collective. A whole lot of this stuff. Like, you really have to sit back and just see how deep it goes, because it went very deep, and it was just to really make that divine feminine feel like nothing. It did. It really did. Like, to make the divine feminine feel like nothing. That's why you have to have a level of self-love and self-care. Do not compare yourself to nobody. You don't know what people sacrifice. You know, when I hear sacrifice, I hear give up certain things. I don't feel that that's giving up nobody far as death. I go on a fast. You get what I'm saying? Some people literally is doing experiments and playing y'all like bloody sacrifices for real. Taking people out through energy weapons and ritualistic practices. And a ritual is nothing but what you do on a daily. But some people, they know how to use certain rituals to control the will of people's life. Yep, you create your own. Yeah. It's just a routine that you do on a daily. And some people been working on you on a daily. Like your birth chart. That's why it's like it's good for you to know like your birth chart. You know, because that's why like I'm well balanced in season. Like I'm a fire sign, but I'm batting my Virgo. You know, Virgo, I have a nice Virgo placement. And my North Node. You know, that's why when people, they tried to come in and attack me, and I'm Pisces. I know, like, they tried to come in and attack me on my spiritual journey, and that's where they shouldn't have. You tried to put me under mind control because I have a certain Pisces placement and a Cancer placement and fire. So I had to, for so long, I had to balance myself out, you know? And people, they will try to come in and manipulate certain things because they sit back and studying you and see how you're gonna respond to certain things. And some people don't want you to even be held in high honor, and they know who you is. So they came up with these old crooked programs to study you, especially if you a spiritual legion, you got healed and you can heal. That's why they ain't want you to touch nothing. You know, y'all was contagious. But the same people that's telling you all this stuff is the same people that is endorsing y'all to wear lip gloss named after sexually transmitted diseases. That's what I'm saying. Like, stop looking up to people collective. There's nothing wrong. We all dancing. You know, we love everybody. We know that it's in us. We got the rhythm. You know, it's in us. Rhythm is in us. But you don't have to dance and you don't have to accept everything, because that's all that they look at you is. Oh, they just want to dance. They just want to twerk. They don't want to work. They want to twerk. So we're going to send other people in to work while we take their shit, and they don't really realize it because everybody busy twerking. I'm just the messenger, because I feel like that was a test to see where people were, what level were you on a moral code, and like, can you think for yourself? You have professional people pushing that. And then it's easier, like you don't even have to sacrifice certain people. It's easier to get certain streams through the internet. But a majority of those streams was coming from younger children. And I just feel like don't nobody want to be held responsible, but everybody want to build themselves up while they continue to break a certain particular people down. But it's a problem when it hit certain people's household. But long as it's destroying yours, it's no problem. Should know little girls even been dancing to certain stuff. And then y'all sit up here and see why certain people over sexual and people, and you can't blame it. It don't matter how sexual a person is. Should no man put their hand on them. But y'all sitting up here is a big business with pedophiles. And I feel like a whole lot of that has a whole lot to do with these old sick people that want to live off their fetishes. These old white men that done built themselves up to a whole you know, and built themselves up off of they fetishes that they have with black or brown women. And it's sick. Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's what I said. At first, I thought it was a joke, you know, because at first I was saying like the asshole blue, I mean, the asshole pink. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, you know, we come from a Lil Kim, Foxy Brown type, yeah, but I ain't never like to that extent. Like, you know, they said some things, and almost they said some things, but you got to look at this generation now. Come on, y'all. Like, really? You know, it's like if you don't see an agenda behind that, oh, okay. Yeah, if you don't see an agenda behind that, like we are really in a real deep sleep, and something, like what's really gonna wake you up if you not knowing that your children in the feminine is under attack. That was the downloads that I got. And yeah, look, y'all, music business. So music business then clicked up with the health department or something like that, because when you get to speaking, like, and that's what I was saying. Okay, so gonorrhea, sexually transmitted disease, is that only labeled that in America, or is that the label, is that a national name? So who is patenting in this shit? You know, it's business. When you got an eye for business, you see certain things. And as like a business consultant, if like I tell you, like when people be like, you know, I want to start a business, I'm like, what's up? You know, what you thinking? Let's brainstorm. I wouldn't have never, and like I tell people, ain't no idea a bad idea, but I would have never co-signed no shit like that. As a business consultant, as a business coach, as a talent management, none of that. Like, come on, it's an agenda behind that. Can't nobody say that it wasn't. But if you're gonna be a part of a sisterhood or a brotherhood, you shouldn't be what's right is wrong is wrong. If you can't tell your sister or your brother what's right, come on now. Now y'all want these girls to be taken, be held, have some type of moral code, but they you know, people they supposed to look up to telling them to put gonorrhea and have syphilis on their lips or whatever. So people pick and choose who they want to support. They pick and choose when they want to be professional, but you cannot spit. I mean, you can look, you guys, that's nasty. I'm just thinking about the lip gloss. Like, y'all see me, I grab my castor oil. I be using castor oil. Like, no, I don't even like what is it? The Carmex and the Protenium jelly. That's gasoline, petrol. But it just shows you like all these agendas. So they can just come and sell our children anything. They can come in our community. Oh, put a beat behind it and they accept it. Or put the straight artists around it, behind it. Oh, they accept it. They so sleep and they so on a lower vibration. You know, we can literally whisper, bite and whisper and sniff in little girls' ear. We literally can do this in their face. But they so asleep, they support pedophiles. They so asleep that they support grabbing coochies. You know, it just make you look at it like, come on, what y'all really on? And the ones that see through this, we getting targeted the most, because I don't care what, if our commas ain't mathing the same. At the end of the day, we all are human and we see certain things. I don't want to see nobody, little girl, in no energy like that. And when you think of lip gloss, children is attracted to lip gloss. And if it's a grown ass woman in her right mind that's wearing it, you know what size she on. Like, who coming up with the agendas? You know, like certain people that's gatekeeping whatever that they doing, people gonna have to hold themselves accountable for this shit, because, you know, it's like Scooby-Doo and people mask is seeing who behind the mask. You just can't tell everybody anything and think that's cool. You know? And I just feel like that they put these certain people, because they knew that they was taking a fall. They knew that they were taking the fall. You know, so just watch what you endorsing, watch what you supporting, collective. Sound healing, sound meditation, you know, because they finding different ways to program y'all. They already, you don't even know what you, if you're looking at a man or a woman, no, you gotta do like I'm just saying, you know, you, because it's like they doing certain things, and feminines, you just stay comfortable in who you truly are. Like you do, it's self-love, self-development. Don't let nobody make you feel like another woman is your competition, because a whole lot of this vanity that they done built themselves up on in these industries, that shit is falling, because we getting back to originality. We getting back to the originality. It's either hey, and a whole lot of the toxic things is gonna fall off, because if you look at it, it's cancerous. And it been so many warnings to like detox yourself from toxic people, places, and things. And certain things is toxic. And the ones that know, like, you don't have to manipulate nobody with a beat, but you insult them and stuff like that. And that, oh, they gotta prove that they down with the crew by letting people degrade them. Nah, I'd rather stand alone in any day. I didn't need the approval. I've been in from the beginning. I got a right to speak on it, you know? And certain stuff, I'm just like, I ain't feeling on the medical end, coming from the medical field, I feel like it was disrespectful. That's why a lot of these people, that's why y'all saying the migrants coming in taking the jobs. No. Y'all done degraded the titles. You know, we used to up the trades. Y'all done got them, you know, y'all made it feel like, no, you don't have to go to school anymore and be educated. You can just, you know, twerk your way up. You don't have to work your way up anymore. Just twerk your way up. Ass face, literally. Because, you know, lip gloss, nut, all that, like, y'all 18 and up, y'all know what it is. But they look pretty much looking at you like an ass face. Because half of the feminists, they done forgot where their ass is at. Because it's confusing. Now, it's starting to get scary, because y'all done let somebody tell y'all to put nut and gonorrhea and chlamydia lip gloss on your face. Now, can we do an evaluation here? I'm just saying, and I ain't trying to be nobody physician, but can we do, like, I don't care how much money nobody get. Like, come on, I don't care. Like, come on, we got to come to some sort of agreement, because this shit getting scary. Just saying. Like it's getting scary. I'm serious, y'all. I am so serious, because it's like, it's scary. Because if you can get off with that, oh my God, then every word is just sounding so. If you can get over on somebody with that, just like, if y'all accept that, like, they just coming with all types of shit then. You know? And I love the cheering. Like, give them a chance. Damn. Give them a chance to see what they like. You know, they pushing these agendas. They teaching, like, the shit y'all pushing, that's you projecting this sexuality, certain shit onto these children. They y'all projecting all of that. Like, don't get, like, no, if I ever go into having more children, keep the phone on my baby hand. None of that. No. All of that. Because it's like, it's sad, y'all, and it's scary. Because that right there, I said agenda. They knew it, and they used her. That's why I'm not trying to, you know, whatever, but they used her. But she used herself too. Because I don't know if she got a little girl, a little boy, but think about that, baby. Y'all let these artists tell y'all who to vote for, how to live, and whatever, and they really don't really like you. They just doing it to keep up with the lifestyle. Y'all letting these certain people come in and mess up y'all homes. And stuff. And they don't even live the lifestyle that they telling you to live. They telling you to go and be a hot girl and come and wear gonorrhea lip gloss and all of this stuff. And then when you sit down and you have a daughter, if you giving your daughter that type of information, my God, don't give nobody else child no information like that. Because if you did come from that street way, you shouldn't want your child to go that way. And it's just like, you know, right is wrong is wrong. And the ones, you know, you standing up for something, a whole lot of people gonna, you know, turn their back. It is what it is, because some of them gonna keep the oath to who they keep the oath with. But like they say, You know, you might be standing alone, but you got a million ancestors that the Most High gave a message, you know, to keep you shield. So if you speaking up for something that's right, you know, people pull it back from deuces. They want your friend anyway. Because you shouldn't have to sacrifice your morals or who you are to fit in with nobody. So continue to, you know, take that road less traveled. Okay? If it's getting you to your higher self, your Christ consciousness, you good. Because if you following other people's certain stuff, it's blind leading the blind. These people can't see. They legally blind. We say I'm legally blind. Yeah, like they can't see. You know, people is not meant to see things the way that you see. You know, and just because you don't support certain things with people, that doesn't mean it's beef. You just can't stand behind that. Okay? But that's what I got for y'all. That was the download that I got. That's the download that I got. So y'all marinate. Okay. And again, happy birthday, Leos. Happy birthday, y'all. Happy birthday to all my Leos. I hear y'all. Y'all hear them? Yeah. Y'all hear it. But yeah, happy birthday, Leos. But that's what I got for y'all. Just meditate, y'all, and just try to fast and certain stuff. Break some of these curses. Watch the things that you listening to. You know, listen to stuff without no beats. You know, purify your energy, purify your mind. Some version from 16 years ago. Yeah, and maybe you need to speak up for yourself more collective. You ain't got to be a yes man. And if somebody wants you to be that yes man and people pleasing, them are not your kind of people. Exit left, all right? Because you won't have to, you know, no, we ain't doing that. Yeah, so these were studied, yeah. They study you. They studied your health records and everything. Somebody could have been all in your health records. Island studies, Good Vibe Tribe, so the island studies. And if any of you guys would like to be a part of, make sure you email me if you're a spiritualist and certain things, because I am coming up. I'll be in New Orleans. Actually, I'm figuring it out, you guys. It's gonna be a minute. I'm trying to see at least a few weeks, because there's certain things in New Orleans as far as spirituality and certain things that I was called. So I'll let y'all know. Sometimes I just pop up. You know, I don't be telling, I just pop up. But yeah, it's been New Orleans man calling me, because I feel like there's a whole lot of energies that has to settle back there. A whole lot of people is getting, a lot of this spell work is being exposed, okay? Because Hurricane Katrina was man-made, but it had a whole lot of spiritual meaning behind it too. All right, you got the Louisiana Purchase. So if you guys can't go and study your bloodline, you're not trying to wake up, you know, people's skeletons. You're not trying to start no drama in your family or nothing, but you need to know. You need to know before certain things happen. You need to know, because if you don't know, people can tell you anything. And stop looking, you know, going to people asking who you are. At this point, you should feel who you are. You should know who you are. You know, and a lot of y'all that's going through these spiritual and had these divine gifts, you know, your hometown in certain places connect. And like I said, in my opinion, I feel like when we travel to different places, we go through different portals. In each city and each state, certain stuff, it's like energy centers. So when you take your energy out of one place, that's why they say a prophet isn't accepted in his own home. Yeah, because it's the frequency. The frequency is low. You on a high vibration and they on a low vibration. So they're going to try to play all in your energy. That's why you have to move around collectively. All right. But my soul family, we know what it is. Like once I get stuff, y'all know I'm going to tell y'all too. And we take notes together, because we in this together, because we know who we up against. You know, they want that divine feminine energy because they wanted to take it out, because they wanted to, you know, they want to hand it over to the other girls, you know, stuff like that. And no disrespect to nobody, but when you see the agenda beyond this stuff, you just got to think a little different, move a little different. If you want different, you got to move a little different. And they already put you in secret programs and secret watches and stuff, lies, finding reasons to make it seem like you causing damage, but they causing you hell. Okay? But that's what I got for you guys. If you need anything from me, check the description box below. If this was your first time visiting my channel, or if you're a return visitor, you know you should already be subscribed. So make sure y'all subscribe so y'all know when I go live. Make sure you click on the bell so it can tell you when I'm live, you guys. And y'all enjoy the rest of your day.